Hello everyone, we're back.
Yes.
This is a very cool and special episode.
Yeah.
Because it is for a game that we both love quite a bit.
Yeah.
And it came out recently.
Yeah, so it's not something that's decades old and it's not a movie.
Do you want to say what it is?
Yeah. Control.
Hello? Yes, it's Control. So, could you give a description?
Ah, yes. Control is a video game, obviously, about Jesse Faden, whose brother Dylan has been missing since they were kids. And she's guided by a presence, a voice in her head that she calls Polaris. She kind of talks to it like Mr. Robot style, you know, where it seems like she's talking to the audience, but she's talking to Polaris. And it guides her to the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, wink wink,
FBC.
FBC.
For short.
And their headquarters has the super cool name of the Oldest House, which is where she believes she will find her brother.
Exactly.
And then you play a game. And
the
it's
whole
great.
thing.
Do you find him? You have to play it.
I don't know.
One of the cool things about Control is the environments and stuff are very retro because they have a no technology rule there. There's no modern phones, no modern computers, and there's no brand names. Because they were saying that brand names are like imbued with like kind of like power because we think about them.
We worship them.
Yeah, we know like Cheetos. The architecture is very interesting and like concrete and lots of hard lines. And apparently it's brutalist architecture.
It's very soul crushing and like very corporate and very, you know, government agency.
Part of what makes the environment cooler than a real drab office is that the color scheme is really nice. It's just the whole art direction of this game was gorgeous. I mean, it won awards for it and stuff, I think. I'm sure.
I hope.
It better. What do you do in this game besides look for your brother?
Oh, you fight a crazy entity that came out of nowhere called the Hiss.
Yes. The hiss are associated very strongly with a red color. You go into a room and you'll see in the distance there's a red glow. Everything turns red, you know you're gonna have to fight a bunch of hiss. But there's also a lot of black, white, red, which is a fun combination. It's very Twin Peaks, and I think they definitely took some inspiration from Twin Peaks. I found it to be a hard game. I had a few points where I got frustrated.
I would definitely say there were parts in it that were like as hard as some Dark Souls bosses.
It can vary from person to person too, because there's definitely some things that were really hard for you, and then you'd ask me about it, and I was like, oh, I just hid behind that wall and then cheesed it.
Yeah. This is our beer cat in training, Charlie. Another thing that I really liked about this game were the characters, the supporting characters. One of them was, of course, the janitor, Ati. He's the first person that your character meets in the game, and he's very mysterious and he's very Finnish. There's also some people that you may recognize if you're a Mel Brooks fan, which is Dr. Darling.
Oh, yeah, no one's gonna recognize him.
AKA Mr. Will Scarlett O'Hara.
Yeah. Dr. Casper Darling appears a lot in the game, and I feel like I'm gonna get on a tangent here, but
go for it.
The studio who made this game is called Remedy, and I'm kind of like a big fan of theirs. But from Alan Wake, their previous game, which is very Twin Peaksy and awesome and great. But they're from Finland, and they have there's certain things that are just trademarks or Easter eggs in all their games. One of the things is live action video. It's 2020 now. Okay, it was 2019 when the game came out, so. Yeah, they're still using live action video, and I think it's cute and charming. And Darling, he's someone you see a lot in the live action videos. I'm gonna get into trivia here. Yeah, but you already dropped that. Yeah. He's Will Scarlett.
Will Scarlett O'Hara.
In Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yes.
And he's also the voice of Alan Wake, if you've ever played Alan Wake.
Yeah.
But not the face.
No.
It's sad, because I really like those two together, but what are you gonna do? I have a weird little crush on Alan Wake. I said it was weird.
Oh, fine. So now all we have to do is sift through these delicious granules and find something that we can use to make into a beer.
Yeah. I had a couple of notes.
Sure.
I was thinking about how with the powers you have and stuff, in combat you feel really powerful and stuff like that. It's fun. It's a neat sense of like, I can do anything. And I wondered about putting something, I don't know how to word it, like altering, but not like a vitamins or something into the beer. And I wrote down like ginseng. I don't know what you can put into a beer without having some kind of a bad reaction or ending up with Four Loko or something.
That's an interesting idea.
And my only other idea was I thought about the secrets and hidden items, the building, how the oldest house is disguised. Like you just don't. It's right there in New York, they say, and you just don't even see it unless it wants you to see it.
Yeah.
I thought about a beer that looks like a different kind of beer. Like it's blonde, but it tastes like a stout or something like that. Or something that it hides a secret ingredient.
Oh.
Like, there's blueberries in this, but it's not blue, you know?
I like that. That's a cool idea.
Work that
in. Well, I have a full-blown idea.
I know.
I found out something interesting about Ahti, is that his name is actually the name of a character in Finnish folklore and poems.
Oh,
and,
that's right.
Evidently he was like a famous seagoing warrior in poetry, but he's also the god of the sea or water in other folklore, which I thought was really cool. So I thought it'd be fun to maybe make a beer around Ahti the janitor. So my idea was to make this traditional Finnish beer because Remedy is a Finnish game company, Ahti is a Finnish janitor, and Ahti is in the name, Sati. It is an interesting beer because it's not boiled. You take your grains that you're gonna, use to mash with, and you do these step mashes where you gently ramp up the temperature until it reaches the desired temperature that you want to mash at. Usually takes about 5 hours. It's mashed with these juniper branches that give it kind of like a juniper flavor. Kind of the idea I had about this was I could take this cool Finnish beer style and maybe we could make a more modern version of it. But, the very traditional one is, no boil, no hops, strain through juniper branches. And
strain?
And then...
like you're casting a spell.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought it would be really interesting to try because I've never done a no boil beer.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I really like that.
Yeah?
I like doing particularly interesting stuff for this because I feel like otherwise it's getting really boring. It's like, hey, they made their 4th sour.
I think we made more than that.
I know.
All right, so I think we've decided we're going to make a Sati for Ahti.
Yeah.
We're going to brew it on up and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone.
We've obviously traveled through time. So, what happened?
Hey, how have you been? We kind of brewed a beer.
Yeah, this was before the world fell apart.
Yeah, we brewed a beer, and then I had what I guess people in the brewing community would call a real bad time. I brewed this really fancy no-boil beer.
The Sati.
Yes.
That we decided on.
Exactly. It looked really cool in pictures. I was feeling really good about it.
All the juniper looked really cool.
Yeah, it looked so nice. It smelled good for a while. I got what you call a butyric infection, I suppose.
Oh.
It's a butyric acid that forms when something gets a little weird in beer. And it smells like vomit. So the beer tasted okay if you could kind of get over the fact that it smelled like someone was puking in your mouth. But we refused to be defeated, and we decided to make a new beer, one that didn't smell and taste like barf. This is what we came up with. It is a grapefruit kolsch that is meant to be drank with some gin.
Yes.
As a mixed drink,
Yeah.
which sounds really exciting to me.
Yeah.
Do you want to kind of cover how we came to this decision?
So coming up with our second beer idea was a long road because it's such a good idea the first time. And this is our first time having a real bomb. And we were like, oh, what do we do? Do we even finish the video? Do we just make a different beer? What do we do? I started brainstorming based on 3 things. That previous idea I had about something like herbal, like giving you powers, making you feel strong, you know? The color red for the hiss, and anything Finland related for remedy. I went through maybe like honey or berries used in beer, because I think that was me looking up the history of how they made beer in Finland or something like that. Thinking of herbs, I thought of antioxidant berries, you know, like, ooh, super fruits.
Yeah.
And thinking of Finland-specific ones, and I found sea buckthorn. The sea tied into Ahti. We got some sea buckthorn, tried it. I liked it.
I liked it too. It just didn't seem like it would be good in a beer,
Yeah.
especially.
You kind of thought it smelled like feet.
Yeah, it kind of smelled like musty kind of footy berries. If you made a tea out of it, it was like, ooh, it's really tart and interesting.
Citrusy.
Yeah, but the aroma from the bag was not compelling. So we decided to do something a little different. And we decided to make a beer based on a national drink in Finland called Long Drink.
I'm not going to make any assumptions about it being a national drink.
Oh, okay.
That might be like
Yeah.
people saying Budweiser is the national
Sure.
beer of America.
I'll just say like a popular drink in Finland. Right.
I would just call it a Finnish drink.
Yeah. Okay.
I just happened to learn about it because some company just started selling it in cans in America, and you know, targeted marketing. You're an alcoholic. They made it up around like the 1952 Summer Olympics that were in Finland, and I guess they put gin and grapefruit together. So
Yeah. And it tastes really good.
yeah, I think it tastes great.
So we are going to recreate a long drink beverage.
Yeah.
Here with all of you. We have our grapefruit beer base, and we have a really good gin
Yeah.
from New York.
We were kind of worried that we were just making a Finland beer, and this is supposed to be a Control beer. I found a gin from New York, which is where the oldest house in Control is located. Got the game and its creator mashed up together.
And we're gonna drink you. Looked up some recipes for homemade long drink, and it was essentially gin and grapefruit soda. So
And we got gin and grapefruit kolsch.
yeah, so we're gonna put about 2 ounces each in a glass. Oh, my bad. Girl, you think I'd be better at pouring beverages. Ooh. This gin is excellent. Nobody paid us for this, so
No, I'd never even heard of it. I was just like, I just was like, this is from New York and it's got good ratings. Let's see what it's like. And
super good.
delicious.
Yeah. I'm just gonna top it off with this beer. I don't want to make it. I don't make it
okay.
too tall because then you have
Yeah.
to drink through a lot of beer to get to that gin.
We'll have to work on the ratio.
Let's take a sip.
Look
Is
at
it
that head.
about- It's a good head. See, I thought the head was gonna be kind of whoop because of all the oil and grapefruit skin and the zest, because we put a lot of zest in it. You ready? Let's take a sniff first.
Oh my gosh, it smells very
It
grapefruity.
smells real good. I smell those like kind of gin botanicals,
Yeah, I do smell the gin.
and I smell the grapefruit and I smell citrus because this is a very citrusy gin. I think that's why we like it so
Yeah.
much. All right, let's give it a little sipperoo. Ooh, that's a
Weird.
little strong. Yeah, a little more beer,
It's a weird flavor roller coaster.
right? Ooh boy, goodness gracious! I took a big sip. You know how I take sips.
I know. Yeah, that's a little baby thing.
That's a good amount of communication in there.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
If I was gonna make this again, I'd probably put about ounce and a half maybe to the amount of beer that we're doing in here. It's really good. You can still taste the grapefruit and
Yeah.
the like base beer, which is kind of like a light malty beer, but then you can really taste that gin that's in there, and it's nice and like juniper berries and citrusy and stuff, and it's I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Look at these tiny little bubbles. Look at these little bubs.
Little buds.
I think this
Yeah.
is a nice compromise, and we can move on.
Yeah, I feel like this has been a bit of a hurdle.
Yeah, because we love the game so much. We love the studio so much, and we just wanted to do something that like really fit them.
We wanted to do good.
Yeah, we wanted them to be proud of us, essentially. It's been a difficult path, but we're finally here.
Yeah.
And
it took long enough for me to grow all this Norman Reedus hair.
I know. Yeah, look at you. You ready to carry some packages? We hope you're doing okay. We're doing just fine here. We have plenty of alcohol.
It's a good time to know how to make your own beer.
It sure is. So, until next time.
Yeah, go play Control.
Go play Control. Go play Last of Us 2. It was wonderful.
If you want.
If you feel like it. You want to do the thing where we do like, I don't know why I want to do this, but here.
Oh.
You drink out of your drink and we're just intertwined. Wait, you ready? Oh. That's bracing.